This region examines the Americas, and this means we'll be covering a good number of countries here. We'll start with what we'll label as North America, and as we do this, we should keep in mind that our whole purpose in examining these countries and thinking about their physical location, their size, and other characteristics is to consider whether it might make sense to expand our business, to go into, we say outbound, into another country, whether it's a ownership business of real estate, whether it's operation of a company, whatever it is. So we're considering these, and if we think of it outbound from the United States as the home base and then to other locations, or outbound from any country, we have to consider proximity of other countries and why we are examining this question in the first place, the expansion issue. Okay, looking to first the piece of the Americas, North America, we see Canada on the map, which is the most northern part of North America, and at least as we group it, in separating Russia in particular, since it is a little bit, it is contiguous to or near the United States. In any event, looking to the United States and looking to Canada, we see what we might normally label as North America. As an aside, when we say this, and we've said it more than once and we'll continue saying it, I'm sure, to avoid cultural faux pas, it's better to say Canada and it's better to say the United States as opposed to say America when you're referring to the United States, because many people would be insulted if they're from Canada because they are also from America, or North America if you will. In any event, we see Canada in the northern part of North America and contiguous to the United States, moving south from Canada. We also see even though it's considered more Central America, we'll think about Mexico and what countries we label as Central America, but we'll think about those a little later. But it's nice to see the proximity of those countries on the map. We also notice that Central America itself, in moving down from the north to the central part of the Americas, we see Mexico and then a number of other countries in what we would label as Central America. Of course, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, and so forth, we think of in general as that grouping of countries, but there are also countries in the Caribbean which we often separate in discussion, but they're in close proximity and would, many argue, should be discussed in, quote, Central America. Cuba is a great example, being only about 90 miles off the coast of the United States. Then we move to South America. In South America, normally we think of with Colombia as the country that connects with Central America, and then we have a number of other countries in Central America we will be examining as you read the book, as you look at the global website. And when we talk about South America, we will be examining as paradigms or examples of important countries in South America, Brazil, Argentina, for example. And this does not mean that other countries such as Peru and Bolivia are not important, but we'll examine only a handful to illustrate some of the characteristics of countries in, again, Americas, this one South America.